organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on this live Tuesday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV, pipeline problems. Protesters make their voices heard in Iowa City. And luxury living. New apartments have students' jaws dropping.
And find out what changes were made for Iowa's offense that helped them pull out a win against Minnesota.
Coming to you live all the way from Kinnick to the Old Capitol, Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thanks for tuning in. I'm Andrew Roberts. A peaceful protest was held yesterday on the Pentecost over a topic that has seen its fair share of controversy. Daily Iowan TV reporter Noah Gowdy has the story.
Native American Student Association held a protest on October 10th in order to talk about Columbus Day and the Dakota Access Pipeline. Columbus Day has seen controversy in the U.S., with Native Americans being disgusted with the holiday because they remember the suffering that was placed upon their ancestors when Columbus arrived.
I think idolizing a mass murderer and rapist, a person who's responsible for a lot of death, shouldn't be idolized or memorialized in the manner that he is.
Columbus Day was not the only issue that was being talked about at the protest on Monday, with the Dakota Access Pipeline being hit on as well. The pipeline is a 1,134-mile-long project that is going to cost around $3.7 billion. Currently being built in North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, and Illinois. The protesters that were at the event say that the pipeline could possibly affect the native sovereignty, the air, the land, the water, and the climate. Many speakers from all around came to talk about their experiences with the pipeline to raise awareness for what is going on. Some of those speakers were those who had been protesting the pipeline since the start, and they talked about what it was like to see the movement grow over time to what it is now.
Then 100 people came, and 1,000 people came, and 8,000 people came within 2 weeks. It was just amazing.
I was really happy with the crowd that we got out here. One of our main goals was to get different people from different backgrounds.
The protest lasted an hour and a half with people of all ages and backgrounds coming out to support the cause. Reporting from downtown Iowa City, Noah Gowdy, Daily Iowan TV.
Construction has been all over Iowa City, but students are going to get a huge amenity when it wraps up. A new luxury apartment complex for students is opening next fall. Reporter Mackenzie Cooper gives us a look at what students can expect.
The Quarters Iowa City will be a luxury apartment complex, something the University of Iowa has never seen before. Amenities such as tanning, indoor racket and basketball courts, study areas, a fitness center, and a pool and hot tub are all included in the rent, making this designed for young adults on a budget.
It's not something new as far as college campuses. Many college campuses around the country have had the opportunity to have pools, hot tubs, and huge clubhouses with workout places and tanning beds. And Iowa City has never had that option. So we found that students are really looking for that in this area.
The Quarters is located on East Highway 6 and is currently still under construction. It will be open next fall and leases have already been signed. A shuttle service from the Quarters to campus makes transportation easy for students, and free parking is also included. The Quarters are still being built, but next fall this construction zone will be a luxury apartment complex. Reporting from Iowa City, Mackenzie Cooper, Daily Iowan TV.
The fourth year of We Are Phil begins this week at the UI. The goal for this year's program is to get more people involved. Lynette Marshall, CEO and president of the UI Foundation, says the goal of this year's We Are Phil Week is to, quote, raise awareness about philanthropy, encourage colleagues to make their own gifts, and build a sense of community, end quote. Last year, 3,162 faculty and staff members were able to bring in $7 million. Organizers are hopeful that they will have higher participation this year than ever before. Well, we certainly have seen fall come on quickly, and we have also seen a lot of rain here lately. Ryan Scott is standing by in the weather studio. Ryan, please tell me there's some good news. This rainy weather is going to clear up.
Thanks, Andrew. It does look like it should clear up this afternoon, as we'll see a high in the mid to upper 70s with sunny skies. Things will cool down this evening and we'll see temperatures in the low 60s with partly cloudy skies. And tomorrow morning we'll kick off the day with temperatures in the low 60s. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. As you can see, we're kind of all over the place this week when it comes to weather. Wednesday we'll see highs in the low 60s and a chance of thunderstorms. So make sure you're keeping an eye on the sky tomorrow. Thursday will be our coolest day of the week with highs in the upper 50s with clear skies. Friday, things will warm up with a high in the upper 60s with mostly sunny skies. And this weekend, things will get even warmer with highs in the mid to upper 70s. But it looks like we could see some rain in the afternoon and evening on Saturday, but it should clear up Sunday. That's all we've got here in the weather studio. Andrew, back to you.
Sometimes it takes a village, 10,000 to be exact. A new store has just hit Iowa City, and it's bringing new art from around the world. 10,000 Villages just moved into 105 South Dubuque Street and is giving artists in developing countries the chance to sell their work. The store has had 2 pop-up appearances over the last 2 winters, but now they found a more permanent home.
We are thrilled to be here in Iowa City. We're really excited about this location and this opportunity, and we're really looking forward to being here year-round and not just being a pop-up shop, so that we can show Iowa City the wide array of items that we have available.
10,000 Villages has 72 stores nationwide. Drivers in Iowa City are saying park it right there to garage ticket prices. Daily Iowan reporter Haley Van Dyke shows us more.
Patients at University of Iowa hospitals and clinics are upset they have to pay for parking. They pay so much already, and many people think it's ridiculous that they have to pay for something they don't have much control over.
Well, first of all, we have to pay for the parking that we construct. You're standing in front of a 1,000 space parking structure that in today's prices would cost about $35 million to pay for it, just to build it, not to operate it. And so all the revenues that we generate from parking fees go to pay the bonds, the debt service, and how to operate it. Other than that, there's no other source of income. So if we didn't pay for it that way, the hospital would have to step in and cover the patient's parking.
There are, however, special rates that you can receive if you are a volunteer, patient, or visitor.
But we have projects going all over campus. Whether or not they go up or down next time, I don't know yet because we haven't done the analysis yet. My sense is they're going to kind of hold steady for at least another year. We've been lowering some rates for students at the request of President Harold. We made some adjustments where we could in some specific categories, but you can only do so much to that.
For those of you who aren't eligible for a special rate, there will be a faculty meeting coming up to go over what the next move will be for the parking prices. Reporting in front of hospital and clinics Ramp 4, I'm Haley Van Dyke from Daily Iowan TV News.
Well, the Iowa Hawkeye football team pulled out another tough win this weekend. Defense played stellar. The offense still has a little bit of work to do. And with that, we've got Mary Kate Harrian standing by in the sports studio. Mary Kate, what does this offense need to do to get better?
Yeah, although the team obviously pulled out the win this weekend, they still have a lot to work on before Purdue. But Iowa's football's defense did their job against Minnesota, only allowing 7 points. And we also saw some moments where the offense got back to their job as well.
It was do or die for Iowa's offense against Minnesota, and the doing happened with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock when Akram Wadley found the gap and made a 54-yard run into the end zone.
We ran that play at before the half. It was a good game for me, and we went back to it. Line did a great job blocking, clearing it out. George Kittle hit the last man. I seen daylight. All I had to do was beat one man, and was off to the races.
That was actually a huddle call, and like Ax said, we ran it once in the first half and got a pretty good gain on it.
The offense had a sense that a run like that would happen, but they had to keep grinding until it appeared.
We knew if we just keep coming off the ball and keep attacking, eventually it'll break. Something will break for us. We just had to keep fighting.
Coach Brian Ferentz always talk about grind and get 3-4 yards. Then CJ come out and do what he do.
Coach Ferentz and Coach Davis said just keep sticking with it and keep grinding it out, and one will pop, and it did.
There were a few shifts to the offensive line as Boone Myers switched to left tackle, Cole Croston to right tackle, and Ike Bucker to left guard.
It was earlier in the week. We didn't know for sure what was going to happen, but Coach Brian does a good job at mixing the rotation up throughout the week. So we all got reps at different positions. So until they found something that they liked.
You know, it's kind of the same fundamentals. You're still setting the line out there in the pass and in the run. It's basically all the same.
The ground game obviously reappeared against Minnesota, and even though quarterback C.J. Beathard was intercepted twice, he still threw for 142 yards, adding a little more sink to this offense. Reporting from TCF Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this has been Taylor Brooks for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
It'll be another road test for Iowa as they travel to Purdue on Saturday with kickoff at 11. The Iowa women's field hockey team got back to their winning ways as well this weekend with 2 impressive wins over non-conference foes, Central Michigan and UC Davis. John Leo was at Grant Field and has more from the weekend.
The Iowa women's field hockey team registered 2 key non-conference victories this weekend, and the offense was surely on display as the Hawkeyes totaled 16 goals in the 2 contests. Moving ahead, the Hawkeyes are looking forward to getting back on the conference trail and finishing the season strong.
We're super excited to play Northwestern, and we play them a lot in the off season and during the season. We had a scrimmage against them earlier, so it'll be really good to go to Chicago and get the win for sure.
We're really motivated, really looking forward to the weekend with Northwestern Michigan. Just going to be really focused this week in practice, looking to get better and prepare for them. On Friday during the game, we really executed our penalty corners, which was really big for us. Something that we're going to take into next week.
Definitely gave us some momentum. We had a chance to do a lot of things that we wanted to work on for our upcoming games, and I think we unleashed some offense, which was really great, scoring 16 goals on the weekend, and we were able to really try to shore some things up on the defensive side of the ball. So to have 2 shutouts, that was great. Good momentum going into next week. And I don't know if this team has ever really lacked confidence. I think we've had some lulls for sure, but I think they've always believed that they're a good team. We've hung with everybody in the country, and yeah, they know we need some big wins this weekend, so I think good momentum.
The Hawkeyes hit the road this weekend at Northwestern and at Michigan before returning home for Senior Day on October 21st against Michigan State. Reporting from Grant Field, this has been John Leo, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Like John said, the Hawks are looking to carry this momentum through the rest of their season and into the Big Ten tournament. The Iowa men's and women's swimming and diving team has a new addition to their coaching staff this season. Former Hawkeye swimmer Richard Salas joins the team as an interim assistant coach. Taylor Van Fleet has the story on how his veteran experience can help the Hawks this season.
Coach Salas was a 4-year Iowa letter winner when he competed for the Hawks from 2007 to 2011. Head coach Mark Long said his experience as a decorated swimmer at Iowa is just what the team needs.
He was a part of a really a special time in our program history too. An exciting time. We broke some major barriers when he was here, so he's been a part of that real team chemistry. I know that's a special kind of innate sense that he has. It's really going to help our team also.
Coach Salas spent the last 5 years coaching the Iowa Flyers Club before rejoining his former program, and he believes that his experience there helped him prepare for his new coaching position.
Prepared me to be on a bigger stage and coach to a level that that some clubs don't get to coach to. So I think stepping into a Division I role, I think I have the experience, and I can coach, many strokes.
Current Hawkeye swimmer Teresa Leonards swam for Coach Salas in the Flyers during her high school years, and now they are reunited again at the collegiate level.
I started swimming with him when I was a sophomore in high school, and I'd say that's definitely when I transitioned into faster swimming. And he helped me a lot in the pool and outside of the pool.
Coach Salas is now ready to take on his new role as a part of the Iowa swimming and diving team, and he hopes to support these athletes the same way his coaching staff supported him.
I was excited as a freshman when I first came to Iowa, but I think I'm even more excited as a coach to have an impact on these athletes that the coaches before I was here had on me too. So to pass that on, I think that's something special too.
Reporting from the CRWC, this is Taylor Van Fleet, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Coach Salas and the Hawkeyes will be back in action at Minnesota on October 29th. Tune in tomorrow morning for an update on Iowa football and volleyball. Andrew, back to you.
That's it for this live Tuesday newscast. Be sure to check us out every morning at 8:30 a.m. on dailyiowan.com. And if you happen to miss an episode, check out our old newscasts under the DITV tab. Thanks for joining us and have a good day.